going on, man? It's your boy Charming Music with the Drop Spot Internet Radio and the Drop Spot Podcast. Before we get going, just make sure you like the channel, subscribe to it, comment, share, the whole nine. Hit the notification bell to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you get up-to-date updates whenever we post anything, you feel me? All right, so today I love doing interviews and I love talking to artists that I know and artists that I don't, but it's not even really about that to me. To me, it's about the music, it's about the story, it's about the life, it's about the person. And this dude right here, off the rip, seemed cool as a motherfucker. Seem like on too much stress, family. You feel me? So I'm gonna see if I can chop it up with him and see where he gets this from. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sitting with no other than Blu Boii. What's going on, family?
Just making it, at least trying to.
Nah, I feel you, dog. I feel you. How your day been so far? I want to just chop it up with you a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, ain't gonna lie, it was good. But on the way here, it was just like a little bit of headache. I know I was running a little bit late. I'm trying to help some people on the side of the road and they caught me and stuff. So then, getting pulled over. But
you was helping somebody and then got pulled over?
I got pulled over. I know how
That's
you nigga look.
crazy.
That's why I really took my jury out. Cause you know how people be looking like they look at you automatically like you.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
I'm like,
a fact.
so I'm trying to hurry. I hopped in the car. I already knew it was coming. So I just.
Man, see, the crazy part about it is, like I said, we gonna get into the real spill. Matter of fact, before we get into the real spill, do me a favor, look at that camera and let them know who you are. Look at the one on this side. It's you. This one right here. Hey. Let them know who you are, where to follow you at, the whole nine, and then we gonna jump into it.
Gotcha. My name Blu Boii from Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm an artist, but I, originating in Texas. I love Dallas for sure. You can follow me on Instagram at Blu Boii _318. Shit, that's really it. Facebook, all right, but follow me on Instagram. That's what I be on.
Man, look, I want to jump back into your day today, bro.
Gotcha.
I feel like a lot of people don't understand that Southern hospitality, that Shreveport, Dallas, like when you from down here, helping somebody on the side of the road, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? That's just something you do. You know what I'm saying? You don't just leave them stranded, leave them hanging. It's hot the bitch outside too.
Man, for real. And I done been there plenty of times, so I tell people at times, shit, before you have money, you ain't have nothing. So you done had them days you need help or you looking for somebody. And I'll be honest, it's people stopped on the side of the road, helped me plenty of times when I was in a situation. So I feel like, it ain't gonna hurt you. Yeah, I was told a blessing a day, keep the stress away. So those my grandma's words. Like,
that's real, man. Look, so tell me what it was like for you growing up in Shreveport. I got family in Shreveport. I didn't grow up in Shreveport, but I got family out there, so I was out there so often. But what is life like in Shreveport for you?
I don't want to compare it to nowhere else because I know people, everybody get mad when you compare stuff. So I would say back at home, I would say for me, kind of was a little rough on it because of how I grew up in my family and how to grow up. My uncles doing like penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they've been in and out since 14. Jeez. They in Angola. It's one of the worst you can go to.
Right.
So the mindset we start following it. So gang life, trying to be in the streets. Mom try to keep you out a little bit, but Shreveport got a way of pulling you down in it. It's a lot of good in there, but but when it's bad, it's bad. So.
Man, I just remember going down there, the times I did go see family and shit like that. Stop at what's the donut spot right there on the main road?
Southern Made.
Yeah, boy.
Southern Made. Can't miss Southern Made.
Anytime we go, I gotta stop at Southern Made.
Southern Classic.
And then I can never remember the name of the spot. I think it used to be called JJ's. Buddy used to have the clothes and the shoes and shit. Dog, every time I hit Shreveport, I gotta go there.
Yeah.
They used to have, but when I was little, he used to have what was it? The Reebok Classics mid tops. He used to have the black and white one sitting right there on the end.
Everybody wore them too. I remember before we were buying shoes out the mall. Everybody was wearing. Hey.
Bro, the Reebok Classics. Those are my favorite shoes of all time. Just the way they look. They just look. You can wear them sporty. You can wear them casual. You can wear them dressy.
You know why? They wasn't real.
Hey, look, man, we ain't gonna get into all that, fam. Look, fam was holding it down. You feel me?
Nah,
that nigga had the baby fat in there. He had everything in there. You feel me?
Hey, you're a real hustler. I ain't gonna even lie. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But man, look, I want to get into a little bit of the music. You know what I'm saying? We was chopping it up earlier. You know what I'm saying? Showed you the yo and everything, and you were saying that you engineer yourself, you produce and everything like that. Where did that start for you? When did you start producing? Or when did you start doing music?
I started doing music probably like 7. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never liked music. I started doing it at 7. I ain't gonna. It's bad to say that because I do music now, but at the time I ain't like it because, like I said, you know, my baby is kin of family member, so like my mama kept trying to push us to do music so it can get in the ears of certain people.
Right.
And I'm like, you know, at the time you kids, you blow faster, so.
Facts.
But I ain't like it. I'm like, man, I want to do other stuff. You still talking about I'm gonna go make a song. I ain't even trying to do no something. And then like I had bad anxiety growing up, so I ain't really like being in front of people like that. So
I feel that.
I'm like, I ain't trying to do no music. I go play football or something like that. And then down the line, started getting, I don't know, it started being like more of a escape, a therapy. Like I always tell the people, it's like, yo, getaway music is my therapy. Like, so can't talk to nobody, you put it in a song.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Oh, so you've been doing music since 7. So yeah, see, and I guess I can say since our time, especially during our time when we were 7, 8, 9, like kid artists was blowing up quick. Like you said, it was blowing up super fast back then. You don't really see that much that now. You know what I mean?
Not right now. Not really. You're right. I ain't
back in the day, I mean, you had Lil Romeo, you had the boy band group, was it B5 or whatever? You had all the kid artists back when we were kids, but as we got older, that trend has kind of died. It's kind of sad. We need to get back to the music, get our young kids back in music.
The unc's taking over.
Nah, facts. That's a fact, man. But look, so you was doing all of that. What made you jump into so from not liking music to making it your therapy? What transpired to make you be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this shit, or you know what, I'm gonna start recording?
I started we're recording. The recording part came from we were doing it. I ain't gonna lie, we recording. Now my mom used to do music too. I forgot to say that. Mom used to do music, so we used to record off her little tape recorder and stuff back then. So we was recording ourselves before then. You know, you hack you some little software, you get a little older, and you know,
just grow and grow.
Yeah, so it's like now we always been recording ourselves, we just wasn't good at it. I ain't gonna lie, we just, you know, you can do what you can.
Yeah.
Start taking music serious and actually doing it. I'm gonna be honest, like, you know what I'm saying, having partners don't like sound them cool. There's a lot of people I can really name. My brother them, you know what I'm saying, like they'll really push you to do it, cause like I said, I ain't never really just too much mess with it. I'm more just go in the studio. I'm chilling with people, and I might say some couple words right here, freestyle, cause I freestyle my songs.
Right.
So I just be saying some little words, and then sometimes, like, you know, I got, like, you know, you get in your feelings. I get to making a pain song, I really felt it.
Yeah.
So it started like, dang, I can really express myself, cause like growing up in my household, like I said, my uncles don't pay attention. Ain't no expression, like it's soft.
Yeah.
So through the music, you can be whoever you want to be.
That's a fact. When you make beats too, right?
Yeah, I make it sometimes.
What made you want to start? See, a lot of people that I know that do music, they run from making beats.
Oh, wow, it's peaceful. Man, them little smiley sounds sometimes play the biggest difference.
Yeah, and I mean, it's I guess I can't necessarily say they run from it, but they be like, they always say, I don't have the patience for making beats. When you sat down your first time making a beat, one, did it come natural to you? Because for some people it does. Like when I made my first beat, I want to say I was, 12, 13? And I had been sitting back watching my brother make beats. I'm talking about my brother used FL6, nigga. We used to have a tower computer. Yeah, bro, you feel me? We used to have a tower computer with like you said, y'all record on the tape recorder. We used to have the little microphone you had to plug into the front of the computer and the little microphone jack, and then you had to hit the little button and hold it like this. We had one of them joints, you feel me?
Yeah,
so watching him record and make beats from a young age, like my vocals, first track, I was probably like 6, and that's me doing ad-libs behind him because he wanted me to say some shit because I was young. But when I first picked up beats, it was just like, that was more natural to me than rapping was.
Yeah, I ain't gonna,
just for me.
I get that for sure. I ain't gonna lie, cause I like messing with it here and there, only because I grew up in the church too.
See, so, that's what it is.
That's what it really was.
That's what it is.
That's where music came from, like 100% though. Cause I wanted to be in the choir. I ain't gonna lie, I played the piano a little bit. So it's like making the beats wasn't too hard. You know, you get on the drum, I ain't too good with the drums, but I know how to do a little bit, but I know how to do the piano. So the beat went hard. So when you go in there, play on the keyboard.
That's the cheat code.
Yeah.
The cheat code is knowing how to really play an instrument, but specifically keys. Mm-hmm. If you can play keys, dog.
Yeah, dog.
You got it's a cheat because any instrument that you want to do, you can just load the instrument up and just act like you playing that instrument on a keyboard.
Yeah.
Dog, when did you start playing keys? How did you get that skill?
Like I said, growing up in the church, we've been since I was a kid. So my grandma and them like serious about church. We went by like what 3-4 times a week.
Sheesh.
So,
My dad tried to pull that shit.
Yeah,
My dad tried to pull that shit, boy. But I was still look. See,
Yeah.
I have this one story, bro. But just because Father's Day just passed, so shout out Pops. Tell the story.
Shout out to our father.
You know what I'm saying? We went to my childhood church. I ain't been there in 20 years. So go to my childhood church or whatever. I'm in there. My little sister, little brother, they ain't never been there at all. Telling them stories like me and my sister used to act a fool in this church. We used to run around this motherfucker. We was in the choir. I remember one time my sister got a song solo. You know, when they give you the solo,
Hey,
especially as a kid,
Hey,
you gotta do it.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, pastor gonna be mad at you. Choir director gonna be mad at you. Mom and daddy gonna be mad at you. Whoever, grandma gonna be mad. Dog, I got up there. They played the motherfucking first couple, doom, 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 whatever the fuck them keys was. I just looked out, no words, nigga. I didn't remember nothing. I practiced that song for a month. I knew the words before the day before. I knew all the words. As soon as I got up there, dad was like, "Sit your ass down."
Hey, at least you got up there and tried though. Hey,
But yeah, you know what I'm saying. I couldn't pick up keys. You know what I'm saying. I picked up the sax. That was my instrument of choice.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, because my pops played trumpet, so I wanted to stay in the blues sound. So I was like, all right, I ain't gonna do trumpet. I'll do sax. You know what I'm saying. So all right, I'm reminiscing and shit.
Nah, you good.
I'm gonna get into CEO life, Real Boss Entertainment. How did that come about?
That was really just, I ain't gonna even lie, 'cause I feel like I'm gonna change it. That was really something at the time. I just like, everybody was like, you gotta have a name or something or this and this and this, you know, like
Yeah.
So I'm like,
But every story starts somewhere.
yeah, I feel like shit. I mean, I didn't work for people most of my life, but for a while I ain't worked for nobody but myself. I've been working, you know, and hey, it's been good. So I feel like, you know, be your own boss. CEO, you run out your own stuff and real boss. I feel like everybody can be a boss in your circle, not just you. So if I got anything, any knowledge, I'm you know what I'm saying, willing to share and help because I want everybody to win.
Was it that easy? Did you have somebody in your life that gave you that game when you needed it?
It's like growing up or
Yeah, I mean, like you said, if you got the knowledge, you willing to give it. Is because, like I said, we have the tendency, just as niggas and as people, we have the tendency to be like, you know what, I'm gonna give what I never got. Was it that kind of thing to where like
It's
you know what I'm saying?
like that. I ain't never get it like people want to give you handouts or nothing like that, which I ain't want it. I want
Yeah,
to be honest with you,
yeah.
pride so big, but like people ain't never teach you this. But also I told people, like I said, I'm always gonna love them to death, but you know they paying attention. So it's like I had to learn some stuff from what not to do, not just what to
Facts.
do. So I learned better what not to do than what to do. So it's like, all right, you did this and this. If I do it like this, maybe I can have a different way of looking. And then like when I did got to be able to do certain stuff, I'm like, hey, nobody put me in this position. Let me try to help you and put in this position. But you do got friends when you get older. Cause we learn, like I tell you, be teachable.
Yeah.
I always be teachable. Like
Facts.
Sam.
Yeah.
You know, I got a couple of my partners, them stuff like Wes, them and stuff too. So like you learn something from everybody you're around. It just if you want to learn it, like hey, you in stocks.
See,
Show me how to do this. You in here, like show me how to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so.
but that's the thing though. Like you said, a lot of people don't just freely give that game. So it makes it harder to jump and dive and move around in these other industries the way that you want to. You know what I'm saying? Because it's harder to get that game up front. So you giving that game or saying, look, if I got the knowledge, I'm cool with passing it down. That's dope. You know what I mean? That's commendable.
And that is true, cause like I mean you ain't gonna walk in there and probably and get everything for somebody, even somebody you just meet. But if you build a relationship and you be able to bring something to the table, like, hey, I can show you something, you can show me something, and you just gain something right then.
Yeah.
So now you just gain some more knowledge. You didn't help them too, but you didn't help yourself. So y'all done build a friendship or whatever, a business too. But you learn something else you can pass down to somebody too. And you keep doing it. I tell people all the time, network ain't being friendly. I mean, network is business.
Exact. That's a fact. But this conversation is bringing up two questions. Question number one was, with everything that you've gained knowledge-wise just from being out, what do you feel like, one, was the biggest key that you've learned? And what is the biggest key that you feel like you need to learn?
The biggest key that I learned? I say be smart how you spend your money. Don't spend it to a price. I always tell people that all the time because like like I said, when I was like first turning 21, I touched like let's say like 70,000. My dad had left us like some money, so I spent it faster than like than anything. You still young, so
Yeah,
but at the
facts.
time, not work hard for it too. Cause I've said people at the time when you get it handed to you,
You don't appreciate
you
it as much.
You don't. I didn't. So like I say, move some more with your money management, cause
Yeah.
and making money and money management to me is in the same boat. People always say kind of separate them, like one is more important than the other one. But how can you manage money you ain't got?
Right.
And something I probably still need to learn. Don't think with your heart, think with your mind. Cause sometimes you try to help everybody, you can't help everybody. Like it'll bring you down.
But do you really think that that's something that you can do? Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the North, you from Shreveport. You already know how this shit go. We got partners that be hurting. We got family that be hurting. Like our heart's always gonna be like, bro, if I got it here.
See, the thing with that, you can help them. But how many times you gonna help them until you figure out, like, that's why I say, cause like you can do it the first time with your heart, but like then eventually you're gonna be like, and see with me, I was keep getting, knowing, like knowing, your partners, every one of your partners you hang with, this one you can trust or something, this one you got, so you gonna know if I keep doing this, I'm handicapping you, I ain't helping you. So sometimes you gotta
let go of that leash. That's true. Yeah. That's true, bro. It's hard sometimes though, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it's family. Ooh. That's when that shit really get to hurting. You know what I'm saying? That's when. But man, look, chopping it up about family. I'm trying to spread it out. So I wanna hit every avenue. You feel me? Talking about family and you being a father. What is Father's Day just passed? Happy Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about my pops. This nigga pops too.
Happy Father's Day too.
Yeah, happy Father's Day. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But with you being a father, how has that shifted your grind?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Before it came to father, I'm like, still gonna be the same, this, and this. Having a kid, then I had a little girl, so it was like, it made a big difference. It made you.
You said a girl dad?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, see.
Made you. I mean, I got a bonus kid too, her sister, so that's my daughter too. Hey. Like, I've been having her since she was a baby, so that's my other daughter. But I would say being a father made me grind harder because it's like, I ain't just doing it for me no more. I ain't gotta be like, hey, I gotta get by, or I just gotta get this, or I want this nice stuff. I gotta be thinking about like not just buying her nice stuff, because nice stuff is cool, but generational. Well, we didn't grow up with everything. Sometimes we had to explain, like we had to start school months after, because the money wasn't going straight at the time. So you know what I'm saying. So it's like I try to always give her what I didn't have. That's my whole goal, really, just give her what I didn't have, not just as spoiling. Like lessons too, teach her knowledge that I ain't even have. A lot of stuff we ain't know growing up.
Yeah.
And if I get it now, and I can put her, you know what I'm saying, put her in position to do it, help her start business, a little kid business, whatever. Her mind straight, money management, all that, she good with it now. So she like.
Yeah. Now I was literally just about to ask you, like, because like I'm 31, I don't have no kids. I want kids though. I know that when I do, it's gonna be. Hey, look, I'm trying. I'm staying out the fight as long as I can. You feel me? But eventually, I'm gonna have to jump in. Eventually, I'm dodging the fight as long as I can. You feel me? But with you, like I said, being a boss in your own right, doing your thing, handling business, handling music, handling being a father, like, did you becoming a father, like, well, I don't know if you answered this already, but did you becoming a father solidify the idea of starting your business even more? I know you talked about it increasing your grind, but was that a moment where you was like, you know what, I gotta stamp this shit?
A little bit more, yeah. I'm gonna say that for sure. Yeah, it is true. Becoming a father actually made me. Anything I'm doing, I gotta take it serious. Cause if I quit on this, I can't get on you for quitting on. You know what I'm saying? For quitting on whatever you want. Cause like she'll start some stuff and she'll be like, I don't want to do it anymore. But I'm like, hey, at least see it through. You know what I'm saying? Like see it through down the line. You might don't like it. Just like Cheers, she ain't like it at first.
Yeah.
Come to find, she started to like it. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what you got to tell kids, that like you might not want to do something. It might look tiring. It might look exhausting, but you might have fun. You just gotta try. You just gotta try. I want to ask, where did it go? I'm really, really big on family support when it comes to how they support me, my business, the moves that I make. And if they don't support, just, you know what I mean? It is what it is, but the support is lovely. You having a family that was already in music, How was that support factor now that you kind of moving where you moving at?
See, we're going. Look, I'll be trying not to say certain stuff because
I feel you. I feel you.
But you gotta
Tiptoe.
be. You always gotta be. You gotta be honest. I like it is what it is. It's like two sides to that because you got some people that be like, yeah, I want to see you make a move, this and that, and push you. But you got some people like, you know what I'm saying? They don't want you to come up on so they ain't gonna help you. Which I ain't, like I said, I don't never look out for no handouts. Yeah. It's like favor for favor, what I can do for you. You know, so I even pay you for it, the feature, whatever. You know, you family. But like, some family members when they get to a position, they move different. The money changed them, the attention, the fans, everything changed them. Yeah. So like, but I tell people all the time, every dog have his days and the tables turn. So so like when I dropped my song like Big Bank, it gave me a lot of recognition I didn't have at first. That was my first time hitting like 100K on there. I wasn't even taking music serious before then. So same people that really wasn't fucking with you, but they kind of needed you. They kind of needed you at now, like so they needed you to put them in position that they could have put you in. Right. So. And
it's crazy that you brought up Big Bang. That was literally going to be my next question anyway. I was like, I've got to, you know what I'm saying? I'm flowing through this motherfucker, you feel me? With Big Bang, what really inspired that track? And yeah, tell me a little bit of the story behind it.
Shit. Money. Money. And I was like,
because like you said, you wasn't, what I'm saying, because you wasn't taking, you said that was the first one that was really taking it serious for real. So like,
doing your own little ways and like making your money. And I just feel like I said, some people be in competition with you. When you're in competition with them, you like, we all can eat, but you know, people in competition. So like, Big Bang was more like showing you like, I ain't in competition with you, but if you want to do that, we can go bag for bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, facts. I'm more humble with mine. You go spend your money to impress. I like to put mine up. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. I'm a A to B court type. You gonna spend everything on a Corvette. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I just manage mine different. I just feel like
that's real. But like you said, that's a lesson that you had to learn, and that's a lesson that that's a lesson I gotta learn. If I got money in my pocket, boy, my pockets get hot.
Years ago, if I never lose a certain amount of money, I probably would have never thought that way.
That's probably what it is. I've been broke forever. Man. That's probably what it is. I've been broke for so long that it's just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never had enough to know I need to keep it.
Shit, you ain't never got enough.
And that's the issue.
There ain't never enough of money.
Man, tell me a little bit about your recording process. Like I said, with the fact that you record yourself, you make your own beats. I remember being younger, you know what I'm saying? I used to just jot in the notepad and then I'll find a beat later. And then it grew to I need the beat before I can write. Like what's your process now?
Be honest, I actually freestyle on my song, so it's like I don't even like I really don't like hearing the beat too early before I go in the studio or go record. Like, cause I be at home, I just play a beat and I just like
you just go on first impressions.
And I'm just going, but most times I sit up and I'll go through some beats too. If I ain't making no beats, I'm just listening to on YouTube. I go through some and I'll be like, whatever I feel, if it's emotional or if it's hype, and I'll be like, all right, this clicking right. They're like, you know, so this connect with me. And I just get on there and go.
With you recording yourself, was there ever a time you weren't recording yourself? Have you always recorded yourself?
It was times I wouldn't.
I gotta ask this question because me being an engineer, you know what I'm saying? What was your worst studio experience? It's a funny question to ask, bro, because it be engineers messing up. You be having homeboys in there acting a fool. It could be anything. What is the worst or funniest
I ain't gonna say
studio
I
experience?
On the engineers more than you blame on yourself. Cause like on me person, like I said, I feel like I have bad anxiety. So and doing music, you know, you gotta be
you gotta be ready.
So you got so it's like, but on spot, I'm in that mud. Like I know if I'm at home, I could freestyle this song and do it about 5-10 minutes and be done. Studio, I'm knowing words to say, but at the same time, they ain't coming out how they supposed to come out.
Yeah.
So it took a longer time. And but I ain't gonna lie, the engineer worked with us with my partner Joe. I think out there in Arlington. So it's probably that's like my worst one, only because I couldn't never get the song down. I spent an hour and something in there and I ain't even finished the hook. I was like, man, look, hey, I'm still gonna pay for the studio time for the extra hour too, just wasting your time. But I'm like, man, I can't even do it today.
Man, hey, I've had artists like that though. A lot of the times, a lot of the times the more you are in the studio, you get comfortable.
Oh, you did.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists tap out early, like, this ain't me. But the longer you keep trying to record, or the longer you stay in the session, or the longer you just stay persistent in the idea of wanting to rap, you'll get it.
That's
you know
what
I'm saying?
Did. Cause I ain't gonna lie, we did get comfortable with them, and like I saw the videos and everything with them, and yeah, we got more comfortable. I ain't gonna lie, going up 5-10 minutes, we gonna drop a song, and it was just done. But that was down the line. That first time, I don't know what the words was. We weren't there though.
Nah, I feel it, man. But look, what's next? What project you got coming up?
I'm probably dropping a couple singles. I want to drop EP. I'm probably gonna drop an EP soon. But I'm really just dropping like a couple different singles right now. It's the summertime, so really like some little summer bangers and stuff.
I'm gonna see if I can get a beat on that EP. I'm gonna see if I can
see
if I can cook something up to throw on that EP.
Hey,
you feel me? We gonna get that together, man.
Definitely.
But before we get out of here, yo, do me a favor. Look back at that camera. Let them know who you are and where to follow you at.
Hey man, I'm Blu Boii from Shreveport, Louisiana. You can follow me on Instagram at BluBoii_318. Man, I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate y'all for having me.
Man, look, I appreciate you for pulling up. Oh, shit. I appreciate you for pulling up and fucking with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not... I've been trying to do the best I can with, like, outreach and trying to find other artists that are outside. One, just outside of Dallas, but even, like you said, you from Shreveport, so you got... Your ties are elsewhere. I want to try to reach to other lands. You feel me? So I appreciate you actually wanting to pulling up quick, because you hit me up the other day, nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? This is like, boom. And you don't get a lot of people that's willing to support like that. You know what I'm saying? Or able to support like that. You feel me? So I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate y'all, man.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You already know what this is, man. It's the Drop Spot Internet Radio and the Drop Spot Podcast. Like I said in the beginning, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure you follow Blu Boii. Make sure you follow us at Drop Spot Radio on Instagram, TikTok now. You know, TikTok's on the page, but we got one.
Hey, man,
get there and we gonna supply. If y'all ain't there, I ain't doing it.
Now you gotta get TikTok already.
I know, bro. That's where it's at for real.
I gotta get on there. And...
Dog. I you know what I gotta find before I get out of here? You know what I gotta find? I gotta find me one of these TikTok moms and do some kind of collab content with them and steal all they followers. You feel me? That's what we gotta do.
First baby.
Man, we out, yo.